how to survive a clinical trial manager interview. If you fall under the category for more than one thing, this job is the one for you. Biology or nursing college degree, 3 or more years of job experience in pharmaceutical industry or a related field, knowledge of EDC and proficiency with word processing and spreadsheet software programs, excellent knowledge of statistics and marketing, strong time management, problem solving and interpersonal skills, outstanding written and verbal communication skills, ability to prioritize tasks and work autonomously, and willingness to try. Any interview can be your gateway to your dream job if you got it right away. Attending a clinical manager interview can be challenging as the role requires a blend of clinical knowledge, management skills, and regulatory expertise. To help you out with this conundrum, we as Learning Labb Research Institute have got some tips that can definitely bring you up as the top contender, the one all the companies are waiting to appoint right away. Now, let's get real for a minute. Are you confident enough to tackle those nerve-wracking clinical trial manager interview questions? Do you know how to survive a clinical trial manager interview? If you're nodding no, don't worry. We are here to help you out. Let's jump in. Here are some common clinical trial manager interview questions that are asked during an interview. First, can you tell us about your background and experiences in clinical trial management? What interested you in pursuing a career as a clinical trial manager? How do you ensure compliance with the regulatory requirements throughout the trial process? Can you describe your approach to managing multiple clinical trials simultaneously? What strategies do you use to ensure timelines are met without compromising the quality? How do you motivate and manage a diverse team of clinical research professionals? Can you give an example of a challenging team dynamic you have faced and how do you handle it? Can you give an example of a challenging team dynamic you have faced and how you handled it? Describe a time when you encountered a significant issue during a clinical trial. How did you address it? What factors do you consider when making decisions under tight timelines in clinical trials? How do you ensure effective communication between cross-functional teams during a trial? Can you discuss a successful interaction you have had with regulatory authorities or ethics committee? How do you prioritize tasks and manage competing demands in your work? Describe a situation where you had to adapt to an unexpected changes in a clinical trial. How did you manage it? Where do you see the future of clinical trials heading? And how do you stay updated with this industry trends? What are your long-term career goals in clinical trial management? While the above questions are definitely going to help you out with your interview prep, let us go a bit further and look into some clinical trial manager interview question and answers. Knowing how to answer the questions can definitely make a huge difference. Answers we provide here are all samples which you can edit and use as per your requirements. Here are some clinical trial manager interview questions with answers. Question 1. Tell us about your experience in managing clinical trials. For example, you can say, I have over 5 years of experience managing phase 1 to 4 clinical trials across multiple therapeutic areas. In my last role, I successfully led a team of 10 in completing a phase 3 trial ahead of schedule, ensuring all regulatory and compliance requirements were met. Question 2. How do you ensure compliance with regulatory requirements? Your answer can go like this. I stay updated with the latest regulations from bodies like the FDA and EMA and many more. I conduct regular training sessions for my team and implement strict SOPs to ensure compliance at every stage of the trial. Question 3. Describe a challenging situation you faced during a trial and how you handled it. Now, for example, during a phase 2 trial, we faced an unexpected patient dropout rate. I quickly analyzed the data to identify the reason and implemented corrective measures, including better patient engagement strategies and improved communication. This helped stabilize the dropout rate and kept the trial on track. Question 4. How do you manage timelines and budgets in a clinical trial? You can answer, I use a combination of project management tools and regular team meetings to monitor progress. I also set clear milestones and ensure that all team members are aware of their responsibilities and deadlines. For budget management, I track expenses closely and adjust the budget as necessary, always looking for cost-saving opportunities without compromising on the quality. Question 5. What is your approach to ensuring data integrity in a clinical trial? Now, data integrity is critical in clinical trials. I ensure it by implementing robust data management practices such as data audits, validation checks, and thorough training for all the team members on proper data entry and handling procedures. Now, let's find out some important technical interview questions for clinical trial manager. These can surely help you during your interview. Typically, technical interview questions for clinical trial managers are all about exploring and analyzing your technical expertise and understanding of clinical trial processes. Can you explain the regulatory requirements that govern clinical trials? How do you ensure compliance with these regulations throughout the trial process? Describe your experience negotiating contracts and agreements with external vendor or partner for clinical trial support. What strategies do you employ to seek favorable terms while maintaining strong vendor relationship? Can you discuss your familiarity with electronic data capture, that is EDC systems, and other clinical trial management software? How do you choose the appropriate software tools for managing different phases of clinical trials? For further more questions, you can grab a screenshot of the screen. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to follow us on Instagram.